This video is sponsored by RAVPower. They sent me out of this awesome power bank that I'm going to be reviewing at the end of this video, so definitely stick around till then. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
Don't think, stink big gators. My Detroit players, Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. Dead right, if the head right, Biggie dead.
Nope. Nope.
Be out of my place, but I stay in. Call 911 now! Three, two, one, blast off!
What if I get over here? Nope.
succeed.
Psych!
Get over here!
Oh,
now we're going to be doing the review. So I have a neat little surprise for you guys. We have this from RAVPower. If you guys don't know what this is their newest power bank. It is really, really cool, and it's kind of like their mid-range. So they have a higher range power bank that has USB-C, double inputs for charging quicker and things like that. And then they have their lower end power banks that are good for, you know, like throwing in your pocket if you're just going to be out for an hour or two. And this is their mid-range. So it's meant to be used for a lot of charges. I believe it's 2100 milliamp hours, if that is the correct unit. You guys know what I'm talking about. But basically, this is going to last you for a lot of phone charges. And we'll actually look at the statistics on that in a second. So without further ado, let's get into the unboxing here. So first off, you see we get the nice RAVPower case. It's actually very Apple-esque. It's like black Apple, not being like, you know, it's a black Apple box. Anyway, so we got this, which is the box, and then inside the box we got 4 boxes. So let's get these out. There we go. Get this large one out. I'm gonna guess that this is the power bank. So let's see if we can open this gently without tearing anything here. There we go. So this is the power bank. You can see that right there. It's a really nice build. It's all aluminum on the case itself. Even the back, it's one piece of aluminum, which is really cool. So normally for a power bank like this, you would see the thing as like multiple pieces of aluminum either screwed together or welded together, whatever, or something where they take pieces and put them together. But this is all one piece. If you can see the edges, they're not individual. This is one piece of milled aluminum, which is super cool. And then as far as the I/O, you get 2 iSmart USBs, which I believe charge at 2.4 gigahertz respectively, or 2.4 amps. Why did I say gigahertz? This is not a CPU. Anyway, 2.4 amps respectively. So for an iPhone, that's going to charge it at the fastest rate. I believe even for a iPad, that will be the fastest rate that you can possibly charge them. So you're getting the fastest rate possible. And the iSmart means that it will automatically adjust to the Apple device that you're using. So you're always going to be getting the fastest charge that you possibly can. And then as far as input goes, that is on the side here. And that is a micro USB. It's pretty nice. It's simple. I mean, you're not going to get a whole bunch here, but if you press the button, you'll see that it does have an LED showing you how much it has left. That's 1 bar, and I believe it's a 4-bar LED light. So when it's full, you get 4. When it's 75%, you get 3, 50% 2, and then 25% 1, and then after that, I believe it blinks when you're below 25%. All right, so that's pretty cool. What else do we have here, though? We got another thing that's kind of wedged in there. Can we? There we go. That's how you got to do it. You can just whack it out. All right, so this is probably the cords and the pouch. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You get a pouch that comes with it, which is actually pretty useful. I like when they give you those because, like, an all-aluminum power bank, I kind of don't want to scratch, even though it's like a power bank and you shouldn't care. Like, it's really pretty, and I don't like scratching them. So I like that they gave me a bag. So that's all that's in there. We get a short micro USB, and we get a long micro USB. But we don't seem, if I'm not mistaken here, is there anything else? We don't seem to get a lightning cable or a USB-C cable if you use like a Pixel or something. So if you have a phone that doesn't use micro USB, you are going to have to supply your own cable for charging your device. But for charging the power bank itself, they got you covered with a short and long cable. So that's pretty nice. And these are also the flat cables, so they shouldn't tangle as much, which is kind of nice. But let's hook things up here. So I got my phone over here. Let me make sure you guys don't see anything. Look at that wallpaper, by the way. Is that not the best wallpaper? I took that in Iceland when I was on a trip. I feel like a freaking pro photographer. Anyway, we got a lightning cable right here, and that just goes right in there. Nice and simple. Comes in here, and we got a charging symbol. There's not a whole bunch to show you because it's just the phone charging. But I guess things to think about with this is that this is a very large capacity power bank. You're going to be getting over 20,000 milliamps or milliamp hours, MPL. I don't do science. Anyway, you're going to be getting a super high capacity power bank here. And along with that, you're getting really fast charging, which is kind of usually the trade-off. Usually you get like a 20,000 milliamp hour power bank like this thing. This is, I don't know, it's some off-brand power bank, and it's okay. Like, it works, it charges your devices, but it only puts out at 1 amp, which is abysmal. If you guys have ever tried to charge an iPhone on a 1 amp output compared to 2.4 amp, it is quite literally 2.5 times faster. Like, that is, or 2.4 times faster. Like, it's insanely fast compared to this. So if you guys kind of want to get the best of both worlds on capacity as well as speed, this is definitely what you should be looking at. And I mean, something like this might be great if you don't care how fast your phone charges, but let's be honest, if your phone's dead, you don't want to wait half an hour for it to turn back on. So that's why things like these just really aren't that great. I mean, they're good for what they are, but this is definitely better. Also, as far as size goes, you're going to see that this actually is not that large. I think I could pretty easily fit that in my pocket here. If can we show that? I mean, it's large. It's like a large phone, but it fits in your pocket pretty easily. Like, if I was playing like Pokemon Go or something, I would not be ashamed to put that in my pocket. I gotta say, this is very dense as far as the capacity goes to this size of the device, and it is milliamp hours, so I'm not just spewing nonsense at you guys. As far as the exact statistics down here, the input is 5 volt 2 amp max. So you're going to be getting a 2 amp input, which is a little bit less than the maximum, I believe, which would be 2.4 amps. But it's pretty good. And input doesn't matter as much because you don't care how fast the battery bank itself charges, because you're going to be charging that like overnight or whatever. You really care what the output speed is. So that's where you want to focus on. And as far as the output goes, you're going to be getting DC 5 volt 2.4 amp max each, which is what we expected, and everything else is good. Also, it does say on here that this is a single aluminum body build, so this is going to be way more durable than something like this, which is plastic, or even another aluminum power bank that's going to be multiple pieces put together. So RAVPower has made something pretty special here. Let's get rid of those cords over there. Give you a look at the bag, because I think I forgot to show you that. It's a pretty nice bag. And as far as the power bank itself, I want to see if you can put the power bank in here with a cord. That's kind of my main concern. So the power bank fits in there fine. And let's take the large cord, maybe the small cord as well. Say you're carrying a lightning cord and a little charging cord. And it all fits in there fine. So you can carry your cords with the power bank in here, which actually makes this pretty useful, so you don't have like the cords floating around in your bag. So overall, it's a nice unboxing experience. The device itself is really well made. It's high quality. You're getting what you pay for. It's not the cheapest power bank out there, but I think that for the price, you're probably getting more than you would with some sort of off-brand thing like that, where yes, you get a power bank, and yes, it can charge your phone, but it's not going to charge the bank as fast. It's not going to charge your phone as fast. It's not going to have a lot of recharge cycles. So something to keep in mind with high-end battery banks is that this is going to get a lot more recharge cycles than that is. So just keep that in mind when you're buying power banks, and definitely check out RAVPower. They have some pretty cool stuff. I will have all of their power banks, or at least some of them, linked in the description down below, and their website for you to check out. Also, I have a coupon code for you guys, which will be in the description down below along with everything else. And I believe that is it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you think of the power bank. Do you think this thing is amazing? Do you think this thing is a piece of crap? Personally, I think that it's good, Is good. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. This is no longer my outro. I stopped doing that like months ago. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.